Hi everyone, Kelt here, bringing my thoughts on Meghan's performance at the Queen's funeral. Her attempt to appear to be the grieving granddaughter-in-law didn't work. I must admit that while watching her performance, it was bearable, but mostly because I couldn't see her behind the large candle, until she started to pretend to cry and look upset, because all I could think of was the headlines of a magazine a few years ago where Meghan had told the Queen to drop dead. I just couldn't stop thinking about that, and I believe this to be true because I also was told it from another source, and I don't remember the magazine it was in, but it's out there somewhere. Meghan didn't put enough thought into this display of grief. For a start, she thinks we have short memories. Most of us can remember her saying that she could cry on demand, and whichever eye she was asked to cry from, she would. They would say, "Meghan, one tear, left eye," and Meghan would say, "Okay, give me 3 seconds," about how she could do this. Then we have the video of her where she declares that she was a fraud and laughs. Tears didn't seem realistic to me. She wasn't crying out of the corner of her eye, but from the centre of her eye. The only way this happens is if your eyes are absolutely flooded with tears and they can spill out from the corners and from the middle. But Meghan did not have floods of tears in her eyes. She just had what looked like one tear coming from the centre of her eye, under her eye. Meghan knows all about lighting and theatre, makeup and all the tricks of the trade. And my guess is that she had a stick of menthol or similar, which she smeared under her eye with her glove while she was pretending to wipe her eye. If you look, you can see that she wasn't crying, but she puts her gloved finger, up to her eye. There is a product which you can buy, which is specifically for this, which they use in Hollywood. After she rubs her eye, you then see a shiny streak under her eye. And by then her eyes are watery, because they would be if you had put menthol under them. Looking at her gloved hand, you can clearly see something on the finger which she used to wipe her eye. So this is just confirmation of what many of us felt, that it was just an act. Also, when she was sitting down at the funeral and Harry was telling her to stand up, I think this was for the national anthem, what's the betting that she was using that moment to get her fake tears eye stick onto her glove? All of this for Netflix. I've also noticed that not only was she probably wearing a hidden microphone during the walkabout, and I showed the photo in a previous video about this, but she looks to have a similar thing going on with her funeral outfit, and you can see across her middle there looks to be some sort of device attached to a belt under her dress. I think we can probably come to accept the fact that she's going to be wired up wherever she is within the royal family, and they seem to be allowing it. Now, there appears to be a photoshopped picture of Princess Charlotte looking up at Meghan, and the article is implying that they have some sort of close relationship. Totally not so. Charlotte was not that close to Meghan at any time. And it's pretty desperate and shallow to Photoshop or to try to portray a picture as something that it's not, especially with a child involved. I also hear that Meghan had written a hand-delivered letter to Prince Charles via his secretary, and it was a request to have a private one-on-one talk with him. I hear now that they have been in talks for several hours with Prince Harry as well, discussing the future of the monarchy, can you believe? What will come of this talk, I don't know, but it sounds pretty ominous to me. I've also been told that Archie and Lily are not at Montecito, and large white vans have been seen leaving their home. Something is definitely up. Anyone with children that young would not be hanging around in another country for that long. They would want to be getting back to them. There is talk that they are wanting a half-in and half-out working relationship with the monarchy. This was what the Queen had refused. Some are saying that Prince Charles is not a soft touch, but it's pretty unnerving that he even agreed to a conversation with them, let alone for it to take several hours. So, let me have your thoughts on this, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.